Now I'm going to talk about the part 2. So in case that you want to use my game sprite, you can go to this link. Alright. Okay, just key in this link. So if you key in this link, then you can just go to this Google Drive and download the game sprite I just upload here. Okay, like the players, the fireball, and the background music, background, everything is here. You can just download it. Alright. Okay, let's move on. So right now we're going to add the fireball in our game. And we're going to do the animation. We're going to do the multiple clone. And we're going to have a random position every time he spawn. And then every time he spawn, he be assigned a random speed. So sometimes it'll be faster, sometimes it'll be slower. So how are we going to do that? So first of all, we're going to, since this is the fireball is a multiple clone, so we have to create a fireball list for these situations. So we have to come to here, this one just close it. Come to here, we're going to have to define a fireball list. Okay, a fireball list. Make it empty first. And then we have to do what? A fireball timeout. So let's say this timeout is that every update frame, I will just increase 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just count more than like 50 or more than the 100. I will spawn a new enemy. I mean a new fireball. Okay, so we have these two things that we can go to our update function. So over my update function, definitely I have a program for what? I have a program for fireball timeouts. Alright, +1. You can see that I cannot detect what is my fireball timeouts because I create a variable outside of the function. So I want to import this variable, I have to global it. So global fireball timeout. So every update frame, I will increase my fireball timeout by 1. Okay, so he will grow like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah 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 blah. And this moment, if I just say that if my fireball timeout is more than a numbers, let's say I just put 50. So what happened to here is that I'm going to create a new enemy. I mean create a new fireball. So fireball, same way what we did is fireball actor, and then I have to import my fireball game sprite over my image folder. So I just copy paste the fireball, copy paste here. So this is my fireball animation. So come back to here. So what we do now is create a fireball image list. Okay. So initially the image I'm going to put is the empty one. And the rest of the image is this one. So MP1, MP2, MP3, MP4, MP5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my fireball image list. And I'm going to set up what? I'm going to set up my fireball position. So since my screen is width is 1002, so I'm going to make my fireball. The S is at the width size. Okay. Definitely can more than width lah. Okay, you put 1003, 1003, 1004. Okay, this one you like it. Okay, and then what else we have to do is the fireballs. Why? I just fix a fixed number. Let's say I just fix it as maybe just fix it at 300 maybe. Okay. And then the fireball FPS. Okay, when he do the animation, I'm going to set at 10. And then every time my fireball created, then he'll be added into the fireball list. So I have to say fireball list append fireball. And finally, I will reset the fireball times up. Okay, to 0. So he can respawn a new fireball. Okay, like he will start counting from 1 again, 2, 3, 4 until 50. Until 50 and respawn the new fireball again. Okay, this one should put everything indentation here. So once we do this program, what we do is next is to move the fireball. So we're going to use the for loop to do this way. Okay, for every fireball in the fireball list, what we do is first of all, I'm going to do the animate fireball animate. Then secondly is to move the fireball from right hand side to left hand side. So definitely my fireball S is to minus to a certain number, let's say 10. Okay. Okay, so right now I have did this already. What is the next thing I'm going to do is draw the fireball. Yeah. So draw the fireball. So over here I have to draw the fireball. So for every fireball I created, I have to draw it. Okay. So for every fireball in the fireball list, I have to draw it. So I just press start. What happened? Let's see. Ow. Okay, my fireball is very big. Can I scale it and flip it to left and right? Okay, what I can do is I can just do in this way. First of all, here, I'm going to scale every fireball. I'm just going to put it 0.2, and I'm going to flip it left, right, true. So let's see what happens. Alright, so you can see every fireball is doing the animation. Okay. Alright, so what is the next? So the next is okay, so far you can see that my fireball just keeps spawning at the same position. I mean, why is the same? Because I just locate it at 300. So can we do it randomly? Yeah, we can do it randomly. So what we do, we have to import a random. Import random. And then what we do is come to here. Okay, come to here. What we do is every time we have to create a random speed for the fireball. So over here is fireball speed, and we just keep doing one action is the first of all a speed. Okay, random speed. I can just put it at 10, between 10 and 20, or 30 if you want, or 5 or 25. Okay, 5 or 25. And then the Y also is random. Okay, the Y also is random. The position Y is random. Okay. So at this moment, I can do what? I can assign my fireball X position with my fireball speed. Okay. So with this modification, what happened to my games? Okay, start again. So you can see that my fireball sometimes slow, sometimes fast, and this moment is randomly spawn. Okay, in between what? In between 100 and 500 portion, and the speed also between 5 and 25. Alright, so I just simply make the game more interesting way. Yes, this is how we do a random. Alright, this is part 2.